Welcome back to my kitchen. You may think I'm this neurotic lady who has meal planning completely under control at all times. Guess what? I can tell you, it's about to fall apart. My daughter's leaving for the summer, and she's the only other person in the house that'll eat all the weirdo vegetable dishes that I make. The fact that she'll eat these dishes really encourages me to cook better than I would if I were just cooking for myself. Basically, the only foods my son and I have in common are garbage, which I'm fine with eating some of the time, not all the time. So how am I going to keep this under control while she's gone? So I don't know about you, but I am definitely a person who enjoys cooking more if I'm cooking for someone else. That feedback of someone saying they like what I cooked, that keeps me going. And I'm never very motivated to cook anything other than like pasta for myself. So what I've basically decided to do is use you. Really? I'm gonna go on a tangent for a second. Stick with me. I really love the work of Gretchen Rubin. If you haven't read her book, Better Than Before, I highly recommend it. I also listen to her podcast, which is called Happier. She separates people into 4 tendencies, and there is a quiz, which I'll link below, to help you figure out what your personality type is. I'm what she calls an obliger, which means that I will do something if someone else expects me to do it. Just because I think I should do it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. So that's one reason that Pure Barre works really well for me, because they have all these things where you commit to going a certain number of days in a month, and sometimes there's even a big chart on the wall, like we're 5 years old, and you get to mark it off on the chart. And the fact of having made a public statement, then other people know. Another thing that's great in general with Barre, because I tend to go at the same time all the time, and if I don't see someone for a while, one of the other of us is going to say, "Oh, haven't seen you for a while." Hopefully that just means that our schedules haven't been lining up. But just the fact of knowing that people will notice if I don't show up helps me do what I actually wanted to do in the first place. So I'm going to try that with YouTube and meal planning over the summer. I actually get a CSA during the summer, so I have lots of vegetables coming. And last year I threw away way too many of them. So my daughter leaves Friday. The CSA comes Wednesday. So I'll make one meal for both of us. And then I just have a couple of slaw salad type recipes. I will eat. If they're just sitting around, those I will eat. I don't know why. So that's what we're going to start with this week. And I'm going to walk you through it. And since it's more fun to look at food than talk about food, let's make a grocery list and get going. Think outside the box to find motivation to keep up the habit of meal planning. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe below. In the comments, I'd love to hear about the habits you know work for you, but you still have trouble sticking to them.